Good morning beautiful people all over the world, welcome back again here in my YouTube channel, Maverick Cruz Vlog. Pero bago tayo magpatuloy, kung bago ka pa lang dito sa aking YouTube channel at kung nagustuhan mo ang video na ito ay huwag kalimutan mag-like, share, comment, and subscribe, at pindutin na din ang bell button para updated ka sa aking next video upload. Loui Vuitton. The Loui Vuitton label was founded by Vuitton in 1854 on Rue Neuve des Capucines in Paris. Loui Vuitton started at $10,567 as a sales price. Loui Vuitton had observed that the HJ Cave Ocellite trunk could be easily stacked. In 1858, Vuitton introduced his flat-top trunks with Trianon canvas, making them lightweight and airtight. Before the introduction of Vuitton's trunks, rounded-top trunks were used, generally to promote water runoff, and thus could not be stacked. It was Vuitton's grey Trianon canvas flat trunk that allowed the ability to stack them on top of another with ease for voyages. Many other luggage makers later imitated Vuitton's style and design. The company participated in the 1867 Universal Exhibition in Paris. In 1871, Oyama Iwao became the first recorded Japanese customer, ordering a set of luggage while in Paris as a military observer during the Franco-Prussian War. To protect against the duplication of his look, Vuitton changed the Trianon design to a beige and brown stripes design in 1876. By 1885, the company opened its first store in London on Oxford Street. Soon thereafter, due to the continuing imitation of his look, in 1888, Vuitton created the Demir canvas pattern, which bore a logo that reads Mark L. Vuitton Depose, which translates into L. Vuitton registered trademark. In 1892, Loui Vuitton died, and the company's management passed to his son. After the death of his father, Georges Vuitton began a campaign to build the company into a worldwide corporation, exhibiting the company's products at the Chicago World's Fair in 1893. In 1896, the company launched the signature monogram canvas and made the worldwide patents on it. Its graphic symbols, including quatrefoils and flowers, as well as the LV monogram, were based on the trend of using Japanese mon designs in the late Victorian era. The patents later proved to be successful in stopping counterfeiting. In this same year, Georges traveled to the United States, where he toured cities such as New York, Philadelphia, and Chicago, selling Vuitton products. In 1901, the Loui Vuitton company introduced the steamer bag, a smaller piece of luggage designed to be kept inside Vuitton luggage trunks. By 1913, the Loui Vuitton building opened on the Champs-Élysées. It was the largest travel goods store in the world at the time. Stores also opened in New York, Bombay, Washington, London, Alexandria, and Buenos Aires as World War I began. Afterwards, in 1930, the Keppel bag was introduced. During 1932, LV introduced the No-Way bag. This bag was originally made for champagne vintners to transport bottles. Soon thereafter, the Loui Vuitton Speedy bag was introduced. Both are still manufactured today. In 1936, Georges Vuitton died, and his son, Gaston Loui Vuitton, assumed control of the company.
During World War II, Loui Vuitton collaborated with the Nazis during the German occupation of France. The French book Loui Vuitton, a French saga, authored by French journalist Stéphanie Bondaccini and published by Paris-based Editions Fayard, tells how members of the Vuitton family actively aided the Vichy government led by Marshal Philippe Pétain and increased their wealth from their business affairs with the Germans. The family set up a factory dedicated to producing artifacts glorifying Pétain, including more than 2,500 busts.
Caroline Babol, a spokeswoman for the publisher, Fayard, said, "They have not contested anything in the book, but they are trying to bury it by pretending it doesn't exist." Responding to the book's release in 2004, a spokesman for LVMH said, "This is ancient history. The book covers a period when it was family-run and long before it became part of LVMH. We are diverse, tolerant and all the things a modern company should be." An LVMH spokesman told the satirical magazine Le Canard Enchaîné, "We don't deny the facts, but regrettably the author has exaggerated the Vichy episode. We haven't put any pressure on anyone. If the journalists want to censor themselves, then that suits us fine. That publication was the only French periodical to mention the book, possibly because LVMH is the country's biggest advertiser in the press. 1945 through 2000. During this period, Loui Vuitton began to incorporate leather into most of its products, which ranged from small purses and wallets to larger pieces of luggage. In order to broaden its line, the company revamped its signature monogram canvas in 1959 to make it more supple, allowing it to be used for purses, bags, and wallets. It is believed that in the 1920s, counterfeiting returned as a greater issue to continue on into the 21st century.
In 1966, the Papillon was launched, a cylindrical bag that is still popular today. By 1977 with annual revenue up to 70 million francs, 14.27 million United States dollars. A year later, the label opened its first stores in Japan, in Tokyo and Osaka. In 1983, the company joined with America's Cup to form the Loui Vuitton Cup, a preliminary competition, known as an eliminatory regatta, for the yacht race. Loui Vuitton later expanded its presence in Asia with the opening of a store in Taipei, Taiwan in 1983 and Seoul, South Korea in 1984. In the following year, 1985, the Epi-leather line was introduced.
1987 saw the creation of LVMH, Moet et Chandon and Hennessy, leading manufacturers of champagne and cognac, merged respectively with Loui Vuitton to form the luxury goods conglomerate. Profits for 1988 were reported to have been up by 49% more than in 1987. By 1989, Loui Vuitton came to operate 130 stores worldwide. Entering the 1990s, Yves Carcella was named president of LV, and in 1992, Loui Vuitton entered mainland China by opening its first store in Beijing at the Palace Hotel. Further products became introduced such as the Tiger leather line in 1993, and the literature collection of Voyager avec, in 1994. In 1996, the celebration of the centennial of the monogram canvas was held in 7 cities worldwide. In 1997, Loui Vuitton made Marc Jacobs its artistic director. In March of the following year, he designed and introduced the company's first, Prêt-à-Porter, line of clothing for men and women. Also in this year, products introduced included the monogram Vernus line, the LV scrapbooks, and the Loui Vuitton City Guide. The last events in the 20th century were the release of the mini monogram line in 1999, the opening of the first store in Africa in Marrakesh, Morocco, in 2000, finally, the auction at the International Film Festival in Venice, Italy, where the vanity case, Amphar, designed by Sharon Stone was sold, with the proceeds going to the Foundation for AIDS Research, also in 2000. By 2001, Stephen Sprouse, in collaboration with Marc Jacobs, designed a limited edition line of Vuitton bags that featured graffiti written over the monogram pattern. The graffiti read Loui Vuitton and, on certain bags, the name of the bag, such as Kipple and Speedy. Certain pieces, which featured the graffiti without the monogram canvas background, were only available on Louis Vuitton's VIP customer list. Jacobs also created the charm bracelet, the first ever piece of jewelry from LV, within the same year. In 2002, the Tambor watch collection was introduced. During this year, the LV building in Tokyo's Ginza district was opened, and the brand collaborated with Bob Wilson for its Christmas window scenography. In 2003, Takashi Murakami, in collaboration with Marc Jacobs, masterminded the new monogram multicolor canvas range of handbags and accessories. This range included the monograms of the standard monogram canvas but in 33 different colors on either a white or black background. The classic canvas features gold monograms on a brown background. Murakami also created the cherry blossom pattern, in which smiling cartoon faces in the middle of pink and yellow flowers were sporadically placed atop the monogram canvas. This pattern appeared on a limited number of pieces. The production of this limited edition run was discontinued in June 2003. Within 2003, the stores in Moscow, Russia, and in New Delhi, India were opened, the Utah and Suali leather lines were released, and the 20th anniversary of the LV Cup was held. In 2004, Loui Vuitton celebrated its 150th anniversary. The brand also inaugurated stores in New York City, on Fifth Avenue, Sao Paulo, Mexico City, Cancun and Johannesburg. It also opened its first global store in Shanghai. By 2005, Loui Vuitton reopened its Champs-Élysées store in Paris, designed by the American architect Erik Carlson, and released the Speedy Watch collection. In 2006, LV held the inauguration of the Espace Loui Vuitton on its 7th floor. In 2008, Loui Vuitton released the Damier Graphite Canvas. The canvas features the classic Damier pattern but in black and gray, giving it a masculine look and urban feel. Also in 2008, Pharrell Williams co-designed a series of jewelry, blouson, and glasses for Loui Vuitton. In 2010, Loui Vuitton opened what is described as their most luxurious store in London. In early 2011, Loui Vuitton hired Kim Jones as its men ready-to-wear studio and style director. He became the lead designer of menswear while working under the company-wide artistic directorship of Marc Jacobs. On September 17, 2011, the company opened its Loui Vuitton Island Maison at Marina Bay Sands, Singapore. As of September 2013, the company hired Darren Speziani to lead its accessory collection. On November 4, 2013, the company confirmed that Nicolas Gisquer had been hired to replace Marc Jacobs as artistic director of women's collections. Gisquer's first line for the company was shown in Paris in March 2014. On April 7, 2014, Eduard Schneider became the head of press and public relations at Loui Vuitton under Frédéric Winkler, who is Vuitton's communications and events director. On March 26, 2018, Virgil Abloh was named artistic director of menswear, replacing Kim Jones, who had departed for Dior. He was the label's first African-American artistic director and one of few black designers of a major European fashion house. His debut show was held at the 2018 Paris Men's Fashion Week and staged in the historical Palais Royal Gardens courtyard. On November 28, 2021, Abloh died of cardiac angiosarcoma, which he had been battling privately for 2 years prior. LV was in the first place in the brand's top 10 most valuable luxury brands in 2019, with a worth of $47.2 billion. On January 15, 2020, the company acquired the Sewell diamond, which is the third largest rough diamond ever found in history, from Lucara Diamond, who mined it from their mine in Botswana. In March 2022, LVMH announced closure of its 120 stores in Russia, given the current circumstances in the region. Due to the Russo-Ukrainian war, an LVMH spokesperson stated the company would continue to pay salary and benefits to its 3,500 employees in Russia. Thank you for watching, beautiful and amazing people. If you are new here in my channel and if you like this video, please click like, share, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to click the bell all button for more updates when I uploaded a new video. This is Maverick Cruz, and saying, I love you all beautiful and amazing people. Thank you for watching to all beautiful and amazing people all over the world. See you again to my next video upload. If you are new here in my channel, please don't forget to click like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to click notification bell all for more updates. I'm Maverick Cruz, saying, I love you all of you beautiful and amazing people.